overly. But yeah, like, what was your parts for Insomnia, Baker? Oh, we got
Well,
cat. We got cat
oh
on
yeah,
stream.
we got cat on stream. I think one of the best parts was like they had like the BYOC area. People would bring along their setups and everything, and just hang out and play some games, and that was really cool. But I think like for me personally, I only had my questionably okay laptop.
Yeah, yeah,
But like I was still able. There was still plenty for me to like play. Like they had the belong little area thing. Um, they had like loads of cool stands where you could just literally go along, just pick up a game. I especially like the what was it? They had that like ultra wide area that was like sponsored by Borderlands.
yeah, yeah. Just outside on the BYOC, which had, yeah, they had some of
Yeah.
the. I think Alex is supposed to be doing a review of some of the monitors there. They're sponsored by Samsung, and yeah, that's stuff. Like, I've been in Insomnia times now. BYOC probably 5. No, about 4. There, and yeah, every like event just, yeah, there's like other things which you keep on going. Ah, I wanted to see that, I was done that, and there's so much there. Like, every time I go, I never seem to check out the main stage. I don't know what it is because they kind of split off. I always
Oh
seem
yeah.
to forget and being like, oh, there's
It
that's
is,
on.
yeah.
And
Because
yeah,
especially because you would walk in and out from that one from the Belong Arena Clash stage rather than actually where the main stage is. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I completely avoided it the whole time.
yeah, yeah. I was pretty much the same. Like, and I've been the same the last few times I've gone. Whereas, yeah, if anyone in chat went to A65, or was going to A66, yeah, drop in chat of what you guys liked or what you didn't like. Because some of the things which, like, I don't know, from the other times I've gone, we was talking when we was down there that the expo didn't seem as big as no, but like Ubisoft added its own sort of zone where you had some like Rainbow Six games which me and Boone bought. Um, they had sort of like Assassin's Creed, they had that sort of stuff, and the money was going to charities. Wasn't that like it was good they was doing it, but it was also a case of like just made the standard expo feel a bit sort of lackluster, where you've got your sort of standard stalls. There was a couple of the other things like Borderlands you end up checking out, and some of the other like PlayStation. Sort of, you had the sort of sort of games like FIFA 20,
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
had like
that.
a Pez bus, I noticed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they had that there, which you can see they push in sort of those type of things. They had the indie zone, which I wandered around. I checked out some games there. I know you guys love the sort of sneak stuff. Sneak is a new energy drink. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I know like when everyone's passing, I think Sharax was the guy who was like, yeah, check this out because it's really
He got
nice.
me to get some, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And picked it up, and yeah, seemed it seems that everyone quite liked it. Like, I'm not a massive fan myself. I found it a bit sweet. Um,
No.
but yeah, it's a case of, I don't know. It like they'll probably grow on me. I've taken a couple. Like they were giving out some samples. I'll yeah, I'll have a few of them.
I would drink the odd few energy drinks like here and there, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never tried like G Fuel or anything like that. And as soon as I tried the G Fuel one first, and I was like, oh damn, that's actually really good. And obviously, it's like just this powder that you just put in water.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then I tried the Sneak one, and I was like, oh, this is even better. Like it's like a completely different kind of taste. Like they have such cool like flavors and everything. So I just had to
yeah.
get
They
some.
had like what was it, like slushy machine?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like slushy machine, and it was just, yeah,
It
they were
looked
just,
like it.
yeah, like yeah, so you just go up and you dab yourself and um yeah, sort of crack on. It was, yeah, it was quite good. Like, from the game side of stuff I played, like, there wasn't any that was like, oh my god, that was amazing. I did try Borderlands, but and I know you tried it, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Um, like some of the sort of one of the things with the event which I was a bit like, oh, I wish wish I would sort of see more of is the hardware. Seemed to be like I know you haven't been before, but previously you'd have like a Corsair stand, you'd have a scan stand, you'd have an MSI stand, you'd have
Yeah, that's what I
overclockers.
saw at that's what I saw at the EGX last time I went. They
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
had stands dotted all over the place for all kinds of like peripherals and hardware and stuff like that. And but this time it was all like it was just combined. It was all
yeah. It
combined
seemed
into the
like they
overclockers
all
bit.
sort of like stuck together, and they had like one stall. Um,
Yeah.
and like yeah, if I'm going there, like some of the things which I say for like going to the events, it allows you to actually like see, try out like hardware, try out like mice, keyboards, and like maybe you don't have to buy them there because sometimes it can be like quite steep in price, but at least you can try them out. Like so many times it's like just try someone's mouse and you're like, oh, do you play games with that? Something along those lines. Um, where in regards to in regards to the other stuff, it just seemed like it was all a bit yes compact. But I was speaking to like Jake on the team. Um, they were saying they used the most floor space this time. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they built it up and it's quite well. Case of it's a case of because I've gone before getting it of the previous events it has size. But yeah, like in regards to the other stuff, um, like I know you mentioned about the BYOC area.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There was quite a few of us. We had a like decent group. We booked like the old row. Um, so some of us had like back to backs who could go around to chat, and it was a good sort of chill out area which we could go back to. And I think that was kind of the high points for me. Was that and the sports area?
Even just walking into the BYOC, it was just a sight to behold. It was just so many PCs and even just I tell you what, if you're a fan of hardware, that's like one of the places to go. To be honest, because you can just go around and like talk to people and see their really cool builds that they've done. Like some of them are crazy as well.
Yeah, look, I'll have a couple of pictures. I've definitely taken a few. I was working through editing them on Friday. So you guys, I'll get them edited soon. At least got some pictures of, like the BOC area. And you see like I think it was just short of 3,000 this time, 3,000
Wow.
machines. I think it was like 2,050. Yeah, to be fair, that's good going. And yeah, it pretty much covers the event. For the expo and stuff. So wherever they add in the day coming in, um, like game just profit. But yeah, with in regards to the BYOC area, like having that zone which you fill out for, I think I don't know if it's out on Friday,
No.
but Friday night, oh no, it was actually Thursday night when it was like me, Shades, Jake, Sharax, Norris. We was all, I think Bron was on there as well. We was all on Overwatch. We was just playing, and it was just like it was everyone was just having a laugh. Just banter back and forth, having that where you sort of just sat round together just playing, rather than sort of just on comms across the net. I think that was quite cool. Sort of sharing a few
It's
beers.
it's
That,
me.
that, that,
It's yeah. It's like really weird, like how like big a difference it is to like just sitting like next to someone playing games. It makes it like a lot more social.
yeah.
Like obviously stuff like Discord and stuff is great, but it can never beat like being there in person, like hanging out with your mates.
Yeah. The other thing which I loved about it was we done well on Saturday, I think it was, met up for Overwatch game. Um,
Oh yeah, that was great.
yeah, that was awesome. We watched the Arena Clash finals. Um, and yeah, we was watching it, just sort of cheering out. You could probably hear us if any of you watched the finals on Twitch. Um, and the Saints getting mentioned in the end, I thought that was awesome. Um, I can't remember what they said to the Saints. Sort of like um yeah, great how they tried and sort of shout out to them to sort of get them in the Fighting Spirit Award. That was it. Here's Galanis. Yeah, so yeah, it's awesome. Sort of they got a mention. Hopefully next year we'll. Next. But yeah, it was quite cool. And yeah, I think that was a really cool part of sort of just everyone around having a few beers, watching the game. You never do that with an esports game.
No,
Or
no, I know. It's like a step in the right direction, I think, for like
yeah, yeah,
people
and
who want to watch esports.
the crowd was massive as well.
Yeah, like
Like
there was such a nice atmosphere around it. Just yeah, like as you said, everyone having a few beers, just chilling out. It is like almost being like a rugby league game or something like that.
yeah, yeah. The casters were in the corner, so they were
Yeah,
sort of getting in on some of the banter as well. And you have the guys on the stage and sort of doing that, and then watching them lift the trophy at the end was quite cool. Um, yeah, just the sort of the all sort of yeah, as you said, the atmosphere around it was quite awesome. Um, and yeah, there's definitely do more of that. Like the only thing I would say is like it was really hard to keep um track of like all the different times games were on. There was
it
like
was. Yeah,
some were like really late, some were really early, and then there was these big gaps, which I guess you need those big gaps just in case games overrun and stuff. But yeah, there was some of the stuff which um yeah we could have sort of I don't know filled in cards. I know like Reaper Steve streaming casting CS:GO stuff, and I jumped on stream a couple of times to do. I'd like to see like I don't know, something like smaller booths or expo where you can sort of watch those being casted as well. Maybe like sort of eating areas and structuring the like where people eat in that sort of stuff. And the bar area, structuring that sort of more around like different screens and having more viewership because you could
yeah, just
even
have a
have
few
that.
seats. No, that's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, just have a few seats, just around like a screen or something, and you're sorted.
Because they had that one just outside the League of Legends where it 1v1, but they had it there, and then what happened was they had stuff running there when it was on the big stage, and you just
Hmm.
have this cross of like two people talking over each other. Um, but I think if they move some and have them in the BYOC or even in the main expo, I think that would have been a bit cooler. So like during the day, of someone casting in the main expo with people watching around of the people in BYOC. I think that would
Yeah.
have been like a cool idea. Yeah. So one of the other things which I caught up, which joined me, I think halfway through the sports talk
Hmm.
about. So we ended up asking a few questions about like esports in Wales or something. But yeah, they were talking about various careers and um, how they see them sort of progressing along those lines. So there's like stuff which you would never really, which I was talking about on Tuesday as well, is things like beautician was one of them.
Yeah, yeah,
And
hair and makeup. I was like,
yeah,
that was quite shocking to me. Like, but when you think about it, like, it completely makes sense. Like, of course, any kind of event where you have someone that's going to be like on stage or like in on camera, like, you know, you'd want them to be like have like the correct hair and makeup and everything. So I don't know. It's just yeah, I never thought about it like that, but yeah,
yeah, it
makes
was
sense.
cool to have them up on stage and sort of speaking about their sort of experience within esports from like that type of perspective, and sort of like saying like how she's like freelanced and yeah, how she ended up getting involved with it and along those lines. And yeah, the couple of questions at the end was yeah, sort of growing esports, where we see the sort of future going lines, and yeah, that was pretty cool. Just getting some feedback into sort of kind of add that experience, add some, and it's very much people who've had like-minded ideas. Um, way to push it. But yeah, that's kind of my overview of like Insomnia. I know some of the other guys like really enjoyed it. Some of them have done the volunteer roles. You know,
Yeah.
Sharax, Norris, and like we was talking, we went to the casino Sunday night.
Sunday, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And we was all chatting about our experience then, and I was asking them would they do it again. Like all of them said yes. All of them said they would definitely do Insomnia again. And some of them did definitely do the volunteer. They said just the experience you get from doing it, great way to get into it. Great way you get networking doing it. But yeah, it was a good one. Yes, one of the games was Borderlands.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I check the trailer on that, have a chat about. Yeah, so Borderlands. I think.
Oh, I am so excited for that game. I played Borderlands 2, and I actually didn't play the pre-sequel, but I played Borderlands 2. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I guess it's a combination of after playing it at Insomnia and the trailer. It just looks like they've just turned it up to 11. Like it just looks like the world is like way bigger than Borderlands 2. Like loads of different kind of like areas and biomes and stuff. Obviously, after playing it, the gameplay is very different, a lot more kind of fluid than Borderlands
Yeah,
2, I'd say.
I found it like one of the, like especially from like Borderlands 1 or like the earlier ones. I found like first few like really hard to like get into. Like I know it's not
Yeah.
a esports game like like people are saying, but yeah, it's yeah in the first few I saw it as like a I don't know like some of the like graphics, like the way it was, kind of didn't really like after like an hour playing it, my eyes or head would go a bit, and it
Oh,
was a bit
really?
like yeah, and I remember other people having the same thing, just the style of the graphics, sort of after you're playing it for like a decent period, maybe a couple hours, then you'd be like I can't, I need to stop or play something else, and like over the games, I think they've kind of improved that. I don't know what it is because yeah, the style has stayed there, but it's definitely something which I've seen improved. And this one again seems like the next step, and that is like it's just taking it that bit further, like the
I think
guns. The graphics.
I think that might be something to do with the graphics, yeah, because I suppose it's the more kind of the better the graphics get, the more detail you add. Maybe it like lessens the effects of I don't know any problems like people would have with like nausea or anything like that. I mean, it's not unheard of in games in general, but yeah, yeah, I can imagine with that kind of art style, that's something that would happen a lot. But yeah, yeah, like they've just yeah, I always found like with the earlier games it was I found it a little bit clunky, like and there wasn't like it was a fun game, but there wasn't much to it. Like I don't think Borderlands 1 in particular has aged brilliantly, but like it just like the new one they've updated it so it's kind of in line with shooters you're starting to see a lot nowadays. Like I don't know, just like as a generic comparison, like you got like Apex where you got like the sliding and the
Yeah,
parkour and stuff like that, and you're starting to you're seeing that in Borderlands now, which is like a nice change. I think that's something people are just getting used to
yeah,
now.
just
Like if
having games which like very much after playing Apex, like thing, I still don't understand why they're into
every game should
watch.
have that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Overwatch is the main one because I'm just so used to it now.
Oh,
After
it might have
playing
been that in
Apex,
competitive as well, like pinging in Overwatch, like because the amount of competitive games I've played where no one speaks at all,
yeah,
and pinging would just improve the experience so much.
yeah. And it wouldn't have to be. It'd just be ping, as in if like they're there or not there. Like it wouldn't have to be
Yeah,
like he's you, but it's kind of like I know I have different calls to someone else in like Overwatch and stuff like that, and it's like if I'm saying like top left or someone else is saying like mega room, someone else is, and yeah, unless you know all sort of well, the correct, I probably and sort of other people my level done. So when they're making calls, case of you're like, where are they? Um,
yeah, especially
and
if you don't know the maps or anything.
yeah, yeah. So like a ping system, like I don't think that
No.
the more we see that in games, the better. But yeah, with Borderlands, like from what I've seen and what I played, I thought it was really good. Um, I can't wait to pick it up. Pretty much. I don't know if I'm going to pre-order. I've always been a bit
I'm always wary of pre-ordering nowadays.
yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just the way it's gone. Some of the games and stuff. Just a bad experience where I've picked it up and then.
Oh well, I pre-ordered Fallout 76, so
Oh,
imagine
right,
how I
yeah.
feel.
Well, Fallout 76 was another one which I was like really hyped for.
Yeah,
And yeah, it just that's one of the reasons why I don't pre stuff is sort of that reason. And these days it's like before it used to be you needed a pre-order because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get the game. Uh,
yeah,
these days just download it.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
not discs on shelves which they'll run out. They'll just keep on. Okay, the servers might be slow, but these days most of the time anyway, you've got like a 2 gig update. You buy the game and install it once.
Yeah, it used to be before the game came out, all you would have to go off is like the trailers, maybe a few gameplay demos and stuff like that, and you'd have to pre-order it if you wanted it. Or yeah, as you said, they would be out of stock. But nowadays, you literally you wait for the game to come out. You see like gameplay that people stream on Twitch, or you see like reviews people post on like YouTube, and then you can just kind of make a decision from that, like after the game's out already, which is certainly different. But I think the reviews and stuff will probably be quite good for Borderlands anyway.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't think they can go
from
wrong necessarily.
I think it's kind of like a lot of them. It's kind of in series. You kind of know what you're gonna get, you know what to expect.
Yeah,
Um, what I love about Borderlands is the ability to be able to just sort of play with your mates and play through with your mates. Same with what I've loved with like Division,
oh yeah.
Destiny, that type of stuff. Just getting co-op, like what's the Vermintide? Um,
Oh, Vermintide. Oh,
yeah. So it's like all of those. It's like just getting 4 people on and playing, and like PUBG was the same. Getting 4 people, just jumping on one night, playing through, kind of having that banter and that laugh as we and yeah, that's one of the things with Borderlands. Um, yeah, I can't wait
it,
for.
it's like one of the games that you think of when you think like co-op
Yeah,
shooter. So
Left 4 Dead, Borderlands.
yeah,
Yeah, it's one of the ones which you just kind of yeah, we'll get 4 people, jump on, play through, and it's quite sort of I don't know, it tastes kind of quite sort of chilled, or you can kind of have a bit more of a laugh around it.
oh yeah,
It's not as maybe it's just not the level I was playing at, but I didn't find it as serious as like the likes of Division. It was kind of a bit
yeah.
more. It had a bit more of a like humor style to it, which kind of goes through then to while you're playing. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just like even just watching the trailer, like they do it's a bit like tongue in cheek, and it's very like Borderlandsy. That's something they've been kind of been known for is just you know, it's not like a super serious story or anything like that. The
Yeah.
whole game's just a bit like just it is just like having a laugh with itself as well.
Yeah. So that's kind of the roundup for like the game stuff, and you went out with the guys last night.
Yeah.
So how did that go? You? Long, didn't
Yeah. So quite a few of us, mostly staffed, went out to Belong. And yeah, we played quite a few games for a few hours. Although I think, to be honest, everyone was playing Overwatch.
you? Nice.
um, Although, yeah, me and Sloppy played a bit of CS:GO. I know a couple of the others played a bit of Rocket League, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good time. It was Sharik's birthday. Happy birthday, Sharik's, for yesterday.
Belated birth. Happy birthday. We should have
um,
a banner or something. Like,
yeah.
oh well.
Um,
To be fair, I haven't got a floor in the moment. Banner was a stretch. I could have
lowest
written it on the
priority.
wall, to be honest.
Just painted over it afterwards.
Yeah, these will be painted anyways.
Oh, there you go.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
but yeah,
sorry,
no,
go.
it was a good time anyway. And yeah, I mean, I think there were enough of us to kind of fill out the back room of Belong, so there was a good amount of us. And yeah, I think it's something we could maybe turn into a regular thing. It was some
Yeah,
kind of.
that'd be cool.
I'm sure there'll be more in the future. So if anyone watching fancies coming along and just hanging out playing some games, we'll probably do some stuff like that in the
Well,
future.
yeah, even if you guys are going down, even if someone's on watching the stream who fancy going down and just drop it in. Might be
Yeah,
others going down, there might be others sort of fancy going down, and as long as you don't mind people tagging along and that stuff, then yeah, drop it in. Should we get some more meetups and that sort of stuff? I know we're planning on doing some more as well, and yeah, doing that. But in the works really of dates and things like that.
yeah. I mean, yeah, as you said, it's something we can do in the future, and it kind of sucks for the people in like North Wales,
Yeah, well,
but
we're looking at doing North Wales stuff as well, and looking at like I know Jake, Alex, others are up there. Finney is up there as well, so like yeah, bit of a trek for everyone to South Wales, and it's a bit of a trek everyone to come to Cardiff. Um, so yeah, what we'll do is we'll keep looking at things, and get people on the case, and we'll sort out stuff. But yeah, just keep an eye on our eye on our Twitter,
yeah.
social media, and
I mean, people will probably be. You'll get like maybe small groups of people going to Belong every now and then. But then I think for the people that are further away, it'll be good to have, as long as it's planned in advance. I'm sure you get some people from further afield along.
yeah, one of the ones to check out if using comms, yeah, is Skynet. I know tickets are on sale now. I've got my ticket. Yeah, if you guys fancy coming, I know some Rocket League guys speaking today. They're coming along. So I think 7 of them. So yeah, if you guys fancy coming along as well, get your ticket soon because they go quite quick. Good event. It's BYOC. I think it's £5 now. Which is the pretty much the whole weekend. So it's Friday to Sunday evening. Um, and yeah, it's a good laugh. You have like a mini pub quiz on the Friday. Um, yeah, just play games really for the weekend, chill out, chat to people. Yeah, it's a good
Quite
laugh.
a
This cup.
traditional kind of LAN, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, this they have tournaments. They had Rocket League and they have a few like general game tournaments as well, which are quite good. But yeah, if you guys fancy doing that, yeah, check out the website. Drop it in chat now. Yes, check it out. Tickets are on there. And yeah, once you can drop it in the events chat or something, give us an idea. Sort out and see if we can arrange to sit together. From Esports Wales, um, I know YA has won their games, now in EHC. And they're entering some other tournaments. Oh, sorry, yeah, Overwatch. Yeah. Um, so with them, they are winning pretty much every game they go into. They I they had something crazy like they've been queuing, with the new queue system. Watch,
Okay.
and they've been queuing together, and they're all now submit. Well, they're all like Craft Master.
Really?
They're well 3,500 rank, I think. So I think all of them are there now. Like over above that as well. And they ended up having like a win streak of like 18 games.
Oh my God, they're
Yeah.
gonna be formidable in the next thing they go into.
Well, I've been reading back and forth the chat, and I'm not sure if it has or if it isn't. But I know the roll queue there was some issues with it, so they said that it wasn't going to count for the next season. But then it was some switch and said, yeah, it was. If it is going to count, that means wherever they placed, they're going to place that again. Um, so yeah, now I think it's a bit all over the place now. You are getting like some people like getting play. It is like
Yeah.
been reset, but yeah, it's been delayed at the moment. But it's it's awesome to see where the guys will, and yeah, can't wait to see if they carry on going where they get to, because I think all of them are loving it at the moment.
You can see that just when they're playing, and I was watching the stream during the last AHC game, and
Oh yeah,
you could tell they were just absolutely loving it. They were just they were there's great like team chemistry there and everything as well, and that personally think that goes a long way towards getting wins as well. So
yeah.
it's
No,
good to see.
it's definitely like you see some of the banter as well between them and that sort of stuff is quite, and
Yeah.
they're enjoying it. That's the old purpose of stuff it should be a super serious thing. Enjoy doing, and yeah, it looks like it's going well. The other thing which is up, well, actually, I may as well quickly mention Team Tan. So Team Tan, while Yar is winning everything, Tan is losing everything. So we lost another 4-0. But yeah, I think like definitely like hard to because we're playing teams which are quite higher ranked than us. Hard to sort of show that, but definitely from the last game, Jake came in second DPS role, um, and yeah, it clicked in both game. We took a lot of them to the like last point, that sort of. There was only like small, narrow losses. You definitely see like people are happy with how we're playing, um, how we've like you can't really see it just by looking at the scores, but definitely been like a improvement over the season. And hopefully now we can carry that on. Maybe get a few other players in that have fit in, like the sub roles and stuff. Because I think one of the issues we had in Tan was like every week we were changing the side, where Yara's pretty much kept the same team every game.
Right. Yeah.
And then you build up that rapport. While we had some of the same players playing all the way through, we end up switching roles around. Practices like a, and yeah, we just need to be playing more together. But I, we might still be in the placements depending on um, how they sort of angle it. If they are, then we'll play that out. But yeah, I think it's been good. It's like I said, it's been and yeah, hopefully the next season team in there and a bit more challenging stuff. With the roll queue when that comes out, the SR should be a bit close matched. I find that some of those players playing against were yeah not far off, like 2003. Um, and if they're playing like off rolls as well, that could be totally different. The next season hopefully and should be good. Other esports is I think he was in comms with me Friday when he was chatting to Team Tan, the Rocket League team, which is Tails, Ron Seal, and Speed. Well, Speed is still in the potentially being there. Those guys are doing really well. They're beating uh, like 18 teams, and yeah, they're playing through. They were playing today. I know they won their first.
Oh, nice.
Um, RLC.
RL something.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to double check, but yeah, they were doing quite well, and yeah, they hopefully. I think that's another team which in would is just a case of getting them playing together, getting some. For some reason, they wouldn't allow us to stream the games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock today, so I haven't heard back to them from haven't heard back to them from week. I haven't heard from them since then. I know they won their first game, but yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't allow us to stream games.
I would
It
have
was in
thought
the
it'd be
rules.
cool with a stream delay at least. But
Yeah,
yeah.
well, you don't even need stream delay with Rocket League,
Right. Yeah.
because like everything is so quick. The can't really go like, oh, he's doing this. Maybe if it's from a player's perspective, when you're sort of talking to each other, saying like, oh, you do. But even then,
No.
and we was looking at casting it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one, but what we'll do is we'll see. Definitely try and get some of the games, either sort of the replay, save them, watch. Is a good. Yeah, we want to see them sort of get further and you know, keep playing. I know we're looking at trying to get some of the teams in college, those players in college teams. One thing I want to mention for everyone who's college or uni Wales who are watching this tonight is make sure you ask if there's a team. I know some of the colleges now them they will have esports next year, starting in September, and same for universities. Yeah, just ask with the freshers. Ask someone if you're not sure. Ask us. We might be able to contact with someone. And yeah, get tried out. See if you can play. See if we can get teams, because the more teams we are playing, then better.
Yeah.
Sort of do that. So yeah, if you are guys going to colleges, uni school, like secondary school skills, like yeah, ask about your esports teams when you go back next year, because I know some of them we have in and you've got to go to certain sites to play. It's probably going to be Wednesday, but that's still up in the air and still out. It's definitely some um, people who are in university colleges should do. If you guys finish college and universities and want to play for another team, then potentially you could play for one of our teams levels like that. Yeah, we've got a new Overwatch game manager called Nox. He seems quite enthusiastic, so it'd be great if you are looking to do Overwatch. Think about that. There's Bundesliga, there's Chantico for League of Legends. Yes, there's Eclipse for Rocket League. If you guys are fancying playing for a team, now's the time. But
I
we
know. I know Slothy mentions
Rainbow Six, yeah.
yeah, Rainbow Six. Those guys are going to be getting together quite a bit more frequently now, and so hopefully, I said to him I might try and get practice a little bit because it's been a while, but we might try and get that going again
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the future.
Yeah. I just seen the post SS. Yeah. So we are gonna have console teams. It depends on what all playing. Depends on the games. I don't know if you have any game in particular which you looking at. Yeah, it depend on that really. In the colleges, these the majority of tournaments in our Siege.
Yeah, I think yeah. I'm trying to think what kind of console esports are there. I know
FIFA,
COD.
COD,
Yeah, FIFA.
um, Rocket League in some regards, because if you're playing on an Xbox, you play on thing, but generally most
Yeah.
you're able to Because
I remember when Halo was an esport. God, I love those days.
yeah, but there's still some stuff which you playing sort of the thing. You've got like Smash Bros. Got Tekken, Street Fighter.
I suppose any fighting game, yeah.
All those. So it's a case of we definitely do some stuff with consoles, but like Siege, majority so having a team. If we had a team on Xbox or PlayStation, we'd struggle to get you into any tournament playing. Show off your. But yeah, so what was I saying? Colleges, uni, and joining our teams. If you think, the way we're looking at the life cycle of esports um, is, I would say now it is the beginning of the new. Um, yeah, so now is the beginning of the season. So if you are looking at that sort of stuff, then or like another year in where you'll have a number of season, but in that sort of full year, probably the best play pin in and say this is a start new. So we'll be building up through this. There'll be a lot of stuff happening outside. We down Bridgend Thursday. Part of some there. Events. So, but we will be in college to. Following that, we'll be looking to do other sort of events and Wales. So I'll keep a post on our Twitter. Yeah, so we could organise tournaments, but it'd be regards of how many teams and players we'd have. We would look at doing that sort of line when we have more players and more teams. Run some. At the moment, it's a case of getting people playing together and in will look at that. Your goals. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, drop them in chat. What's happening? Next week, when Jake will be back to take over my bumbling show. We did see anyone, but yeah. So in regards to kind of running it like a, so there'll be a lot of new things happening over the months. Be sort of delivering then trying to push through. We'd definitely be in the EsportsWales running. What I want to do is something like a EsportsWales. I want to do like feedback, get sort of been here now for coming up to like a few months because we're still pretty new, but after a few, and an idea of like where we are, where we take it, and what stuff. Whether you want to have Wales Weekly, or if you want to have something else on a Sunday evening, guys, really. But in regards to that, I think there's any more questions. So, thank everyone who stopped by. Thank you, Baeger, for joining me on
No problem.
this edition of yeah, so hopefully we'll have more stuff for you guys soon. So keep an eye on our social medias and catch you all.
See you later, guys.